Hi everybody, my name is Mélanie Haché and I'm an executive director with Epicure. For this video here, we'll be making 3 tasty desserts using Epicure products. The first one will be chocolate pudding, the other one will be chocolate mud pie, and the third one will be a gluten-free gingerbread. And instead of making the cake, we'll be making cookies. So it's going to be a tasty dessert like my youngest would say. So we're gonna start, and as I go through the process, you're gonna see how easy we can make these tasty desserts within not even a couple of minutes. We'll be prepping and we'll be eating the desserts, so stay tuned. So for the first dessert, we're gonna use the chocolate mud pie. I'm just gonna use my scissors that we have here. With Epicure, we actually have these awesome scissors, and we can cut the packages with them. So I'm gonna just put the mix in a pot and we're gonna start the recipe. So next step, we're gonna see what the back of the package says. It's the first time that I'll be making this recipe as well, so you'll be learning as me at the same time. On the back, it just said to put the mixture in a multi-purpose pot, and that's what I actually did. So I have it in there. And I'm going to use my whisk as well to mix that with a can of coconut milk. So we're going to mix that up. Then it says to bring it to a boil over medium heat, stirring frequently, and then to add to immediately remove from heat. And then we'll be adding some yogurt. So for me, I'm using some vegan yogurt. So it's made out of it's almond base. This one. So we'll be using this as the base for our dessert when it says about the yogurt. And then at the end, once the mixture is all ready, that's what I have to do as well. So I took out some butter because my butter is not ready. I have a mixer here in a pack. It's just graham cracker crumbs. They're gluten-free. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of butter and make my crust. You could always just pour this in a pan as well and have it as a crustless pie. So I've seen that both ways. So we're gonna start the recipe and heat up the coconut milk. Okay, so while we're waiting on the milk to start boiling, I thought I would just start my recipe as well for the gluten-free gingerbread mix. As I said already, we're gonna make cookies, so we're gonna make the cake. So we're gonna start this and at the same time. So follow along. So first step, same thing as the chocolate mud pie pack recipe is on the side if you want to make the cake. To make the recipe for the cookies, we're actually gonna make 2 substitutions. So instead of 2 eggs and a half a cup of oil, we're just gonna use 1 egg and 1/4 cup of oil. So you divide by 2 the amount that's on the pack, and we'll be keeping a 1/4 cup of molasses like it says on the pack, so that won't change. Then we'll stir it all up, and we'll be making little cookies on our sheet pan here. And as well, for the oil, I'm going to be using some coconut oil that I heated up, so it's all ready to put in the bowl. And another thing that I'll be doing as well, because last time I didn't do that, my sheet pan, I'm gonna put a little bit of coconut oil, just like that, everywhere, so that way the cookies won't stick. So that last time that I made the recipe, I found that the cookies sticked a little bit, so that way maybe they'll be easier to take off the pan once they're ready. Okay. So I've mixed already my egg. I've put as well my half a cup of coconut oil and the mixture. The only thing that's missing now is my molasses. And I wanted to show you my little tip before I did pour it in my bowl. So as I did place my oil in the bowl before, now molasses, as you know, it's really sticky. So because of these little cups, I have a measuring prep bowls here. I have a measuring on the side, so 1/4 here. So it'll be really easy to just then pour it in the bowl and then add it So as you can see, it doesn't even stick. So that's my little tip on this part. Okay, so my mixture is all ready, as you can see. So I just mixed it all up, and just making sure that the flour that's inside of the mix is all incorporated correctly. Next step, we'll be using our, just let me clear a little pat here so I can move my pan. We're going to use the sheet pan and the sheet pan liner, which I already showed you that I just put a little bit of coconut oil in the bottom here. And you're just using like a potato spoon or any type of spoon basically that you'd have. Just grab a little bit. I'm not filling it up correctly, so maybe half of this. So that will be 1 cookie. And if you do that, it'll give you like 12 cookies in the end. So I'm going to show you once I'm all done, and then the cookies will be going in the oven at 350 for around 15 minutes, depending on the oven. So as you can see, I have 12 cookies here on my sheet pan. So we're going to put them in the oven at 350 for around 15 minutes, like I was saying earlier. Depending on your oven, you may need to adjust. So I recommend you start at 13, you check them, and then if you have to go up to 15, that's all good. But that way they won't be too cooked or undercooked. So depending, you can always adjust a minute or two. Okay, last recipe that we'll be making today is the chocolate pudding. I love this one. I make it often. I know, and my kids enjoy it in their school lunches as well. So it makes a really big batch. What I did, I just put the mix in my bowl here. I'll be using my whisk again, and using, in this case, I'll be using oat milk. You can use whatever type of dairy or non-dairy milk that you choose. On the back of the package, it does say to use the package of the content of the pouch and 2 cups of milk of your choice. So then you just mix it up and put it in the fridge. I'll be using my little prep bowls as well to make little portions of the pudding, and you can have a look once I'm done. Okay, going back to the pudding, wanted to show you what it actually looks like once you put the dairy or non-dairy milk in it. Just need to whisk it for like close to 2 minutes, and then it'll be all like the form, like the consistency of a pudding would be from the store if you would have bought store-bought pudding. And then, like I was saying, I'm going to pour it all in my little prep bowls, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, wanted to show you, so my pudding is all ready. So I'm going to be putting in the fridge. On the back of the package, it says to wait at least 10 minutes once it's solidified a little bit before eating, but you can always eat it right now. It's already really good to taste. All right, so the cookies are ready, and I've just tried here just for fun. As you can see, the cookie is not sticking at all to the pan, which is great. The sheet pan liner is really fun. It's easy for you to use, and then my baking sheet, my sheet pan, I don't want to touch it with my fingers because it's hot, but I'll just be able to just basically take off the sheet pan liner and put the sheet pan back in the cupboard, so won't have to wash the sheet pan. So this is fun. So if you do have questions on these kitchen cookware items, let me know. I can totally direct you with which ones that you should choose. We do have the sheet pan here, the sheet pan liner, but we also have a quarter sheet pan and a quarter sheet pan liner as well available in the catalog. The chocolate pie is ready, so it's been in my fridge for close to an hour. So I'm going to cut one piece and show you how yummy it looks to have a taste. So let's see how it looks. Oh my God. This looks good. I will be enjoying this as a treat today. Okay, so I have my son here. Not sure if you can see him. I'll just push down the camera a little bit. Okay. Would you goûter? Taste. Do you want to taste? Is it good? And one thumbs up. Do we have 2 thumbs up? Ah, it's really good. Is it a tasty recipe? Is it good?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I just had to take a piece as well. It's amazing. And again, just wanted to include more information. It's actually gluten-free, as I took the gluten-free crust, and it's vegan as well. So we used a can of coconut milk and some vegan yogurt, and it's amazing. So let me know if you want to have a piece and try it out. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my video today. I would love for you to comment below. Let me know which one of these yummy desserts that you would like to try out, either the chocolate pudding. We also have the salty caramel pudding in the catalog, the gluten-free gingerbread cake mix, but we did do some cookies today with it. And we also have the chocolate mud pie that we made. So let me know which one of these tasty desserts that you either tried or you'd love to try. So wish you all a good day and see you soon.